Okay, folks, welcome to Best Stock Charts for the coming week. This is Bob Desmond, and it is March the 20th, 2020. So what we're going to talk about today are our 5 top stocks or ETFs going into the new trading week. The first symbol up will be INMD, then SJT, that's San Juan Basin Realty Trust, UPST, and then BOIL, leveraged ETF, putting you long of natural gas, and then we'll leave it off with Facebook. But before we go to our top stocks, make sure to use the link below to get my 5-part video tutorial explaining how I use my 5 top candlestick patterns. They're all listed below. And if you join up today, and it's free, this is all free, I'm working on an RSI module. That's coming out soon. This may be a paid feature. I'm not quite sure. It depends upon the amount of work I need to put into it. But if you join now, you get it for free. Anybody on our opt-in email list showing interest in my 5 top most powerful candlestick patterns, you get it for free. Also, we want to pay the bills, help support the channel. Folks, our partnership with TrendSpider is very deep. They are celebrating their 3-year anniversary. Congratulations to them. They're offering a 30% discount off of their product. Use the link below. Get 35% off. Automate your grunt work, speed up your technical analysis while improving your accuracy. Reduce costly analytical mistakes by adopting a rules-based approach, which we live by. We buy on breakouts, we sell on breakdowns. We don't hope and we should fear, because hope is not a strategy. Find winning chart setups, time your trades with precision, and you can explore their product, take a demo tour, or a 7-day free trial offer. We give it away free to our silver and gold level members with a 14-day free trial offer. And if you're already a subscriber to TrendSpider, yet you want to become a member to the Contrarian Trader, sign up for Gold Light. $99 for the first 3 months. That's a great trial offer. That's less than a cup of Starbucks coffee per day, much less. $2.99 per year thereafter. That price never changes. Let's get to our best stock charts. Before we begin, let's talk first about how our week was. How was it? It was a very volatile week. How did we do? Why is it worth listening to me? Well, we went into the week short. We have been short for several weeks now. So our short of the triple Qs, doing very well. Our short of the small caps is beginning to make progress to the downside. And posted in the members area, I've already sent out to members the week ahead commentary. That's where we review the closing price action of the stock market on a weekly time frame, setting up our strategy for the next trading week. We talk about our positions as well as our best stock charts, which I'm going to review with you now using TrendSpider. We'll set up our alerts using our rules-based approach. Again, you want to find winning chart setups, use TrendSpider with their scanning functionality. Time your trades with precision using their alerts. We'll be displaying how to do that today. So let's get to it. All right, first up is INMD, a very, very strong chart here. Now, frankly, this is one that is on our watch list, our longer-term watch list, basically our wish list. Why do we have a wish list? The reason is we're expecting a major sell-off in this market. So we're building up names now that we want to buy on fire sale prices when there is blood in the streets. But that doesn't mean I'm going to ignore good price action in the meantime. It may take time for our shorts really to gain traction. So in the short term, we're going to swing trade to the long side while being short the market using our core positions. In the TZA, putting you short of the small caps, and the SQQQ, putting you short of the triple Qs. So the monthly chart looking very strong here. Support level number 1 on a pullback would be down here at or around 58.50 per share. Weekly chart. Now, when I look at this chart, I see topping action. What that prompts me to do is use the automated trendline functionality to let me know, do I have resistance above? Click of a button. Here you go. Pop. And there you have it. The algorithm picked off that there was resistance above. We retraced off of that resistance level. We attempted to break out last week. but we failed. We were rejected. And frankly, we had broken out the prior week and attempted to flash a continuation breakout last week, but we flashed a bull trap, or as I like to call it, a breakout point failure. When you see this many times, you retrace back down to the lower band of prior support, last seen back here, the week of February the 1st. Many times that support level will break. So right now, the only thing I would be looking to do here is look to buy INMD on a breakout above resistance. No sensitivity. I only care if we close out the day above resistance. And we'll keep this active for a couple of weeks. Now, if we do break out above this resistance level at around $73 per share, this prior upper band of resistance, we must assume, will be resistance yet again. But it's rising, and that's a good thing. Daily chart. Now, the daily chart looks good in that what we're doing is we are putting in a higher low, and we are consolidating. We have a nice wedge formation. Let's overlay the automated trend lines to validate our accuracy. Not too shabby. We're right in the ballpark. I like mine better, but who am I to argue with an algorithm? RSI trending up higher, and we are poised for a continuation breakout. Raindrop charting. This is a mixture of candlestick charting and volume-weighted moving average. Left side is the morning price action. Right side is the afternoon price action. When you get a big, fat, green, pregnant belly like this, that's very bullish. That means it was buying into the close. So we're looking for a breakout here. Our alert is already set. We're good to go. INMD in mode limited, looking very bullish for the new trading week. The next chart is Upstart Holdings. Now, there's not much data here. I can't use a monthly chart. I can barely use a weekly chart, but we'll give it a go nonetheless. We'll drill down to a daily chart. So we have a breakout here, and this is another one. It's an IBD darling, an investor's business daily darling. Great fundamentals. And this is one where we want to keep an eye on, because if this market goes to hell in a handbasket, don't think that simply because you have an IBD rating of 90 or above, that doesn't leave you prone from seeing a sell-off. In fact, these growth stocks tend to get annihilated in a major sell-off in the overall market. That's why it pays to do your homework right here, right now, to get ready. Get ready for the fire sale that may be on the horizon if this market does, in fact, roll over. So we had a great breakout last week. Am I going to chase it? No. No way. Now, if we pull back to this breakout point at 105.41 and the market hasn't fallen apart yet, I would entertain getting long. I'm going to also want to know if we break through it, because in all probability, that means the market's in meltdown mode. And we're going to keep this active for 3 weeks. Daily chart. All right, so a really, really great breakout from this downtrend. And in reality, the breakout happened back here on March the 10th. We just consolidated sideways very quietly. Note how this volume shelf acted as support, and then we just took off. Now, the daily chart using the Bollinger Bands, the third standard deviation Bollinger Bands, very overbought. I would not go chasing this stock. What I'd be looking for here, and you may be saying, there's no way you're going to get it. Well, I've asked and I've gotten better than this. I'm looking for a filling of the gap down at 64.24 if this market begins to fall apart. Now, we're going to keep this active for the next 45 days. So there'll be more in terms of conversation with members about the watch list that we're building, I should say wish list that we're building, because we're going to want to be very focused on the stocks that we've identified during a period of, frankly, calm, rather than looking for opportunities when the market's in free fall. We want to have a clear and concise plan already developed, so that way we could put our cash to work, especially if we're reducing our short exposure. We're going to want to be putting that money to work to the long side, ideally in high quality growth names. So UPST fits the bill, INMD fits the bill, Tesla's going to fit the bill, but we're going to want to have them at much lower prices than where they closed on Friday. San Juan Basin Royalty Trust. This is brought to my attention by a fellow member, Norris. And he likes energy stocks. I know he likes utilities as well. And we're building a nice sound base here on a monthly time frame. And we're really beginning to display strength. Now, this trust yields over 5.5% for those that are looking for a dividend. You can see we had an inverted head and shoulders set up. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Here was the neckline. We broke out, failed, broke out again, retest, continuation breakout. I think we're going up higher here. Let's overlay the automated trend line, see what we see. All right, so take note of where we reversed off of. Right where the algorithm picked off, there was support. That gives me confidence. So we're looking for a breakout above this monthly resistance level, and we're looking for a rally all the way up here to around $6 per share. We closed out the day on Friday at $4.23 per share, weekly chart. So here's our resistance level. We're going to create an alert here. Do we break out? We'll allow the software to tell us. And when we do break out, this is going to be primary resistance level number 1. It's a rising resistance level. We saw it here on the 15th, then again here on the 22nd. So the value of the automated trend lines can only be understated. I mean, this is huge, folks. Talk about a time saver. So our alerts are set. We're good to go here. Let's do a deeper dive. Daily chart. We broke out on a daily time frame on Friday. Again, the value of the automated trend lines. Click of a button. Off, on. What would be interesting if we retested the breakout point on Monday, Tuesday, that would be very attractive as an entry point. We'll keep that active for 5 days. We're good to go. And in the week ahead commentary, which again is posted in the members area for members, I discussed the correlation between natural gas and SJT. So members, be sure, just don't focus on this chart here and analysis. Go to the week ahead commentary and check that out as well. Since I brought up natural gas, let's bring up BOIL. So for those folks not familiar, BOIL is a leveraged ETF putting you long of natural gas. Now, natural gas has been in a very, very, very long-term bear market. And there's no reason to suggest that that bear market is over just yet. But are we seeing a trade setup? Perhaps. Now, the monthly chart is clear and defined. We are in a downtrend. No argument about it. But what we're beginning to see here is perhaps a higher low get put in. So the question is, do we break down or do we break out? Now, typically, the answer would be very, very easy. We would break down. This is a long-term bear market, and the path of least resistance remains down. One thing is different, though, this time of year, and this is one of the other values of TrendSpider, is that you have right here, this seasonality tool. And yes, if you join my membership, you get this functionality. I'm using the same charting software that our gold level members get. No difference, because I want to stay in touch with the quality of service that our members get. And if you take a look at the month of March, horrible price action over the past 9 years, generally down 40%. January and February are horrible as well, even worse. But something strange happens in the month of April. April, we have been up 78% of the time over the past 9 years. So do we have a seasonality play here? I think we do. Weekly chart. Now, on a weekly chart, there was an attempt to break out. In fact, we did break out the week of February the 15th, only to fail. We've retraced all the way back down to near support, but not quite. But the bullish part is that we didn't break to new lower lows. What it appears as though what we're doing is we're putting in a higher low. And last week, we reversed to close green. We were down. It looked as though early on in the week, we're going to break to new lower lows. That didn't happen. We reversed to close up. Very bullish, and we did so on volume. Now, one of the things I like to do when I draw my manual lines is to overlay the automated trend lines to make sure that either A, I'm accurate, B, I didn't miss something. And there you go. So we're pretty spot on with our resistance levels. And you can see that the line in red here marks the upper band of resistance, the line in blue, the lower band of support, and we remain in a downtrend channel. Now, if we break out, I like my resistance level better. I'm going to go with that. I would like to see a breakout, and we'll keep this active for the next couple of weeks, and our alert is set. I also want to know if we happen to retest the support level again, we'll keep a little bit of sensitivity, and we'll keep this active for the next week. So our alerts are set. We'd like to nibble on a pullback and a retest to historical support with a tight stop, and then look to add on a breakout above resistance. So our alerts are set here. We're good to go. We'll go to the daily chart to see whether or not there are other areas where we'd like to set an alert, and perhaps here on a retest of 2044, give or take a dime, and we'll label it, and we'll keep it active for a few days. So in short, folks, we have multiple alerts set. Here's 1, 2, and 3 on our right sidebar here. I'm not going to think about Boyle until one of these or multiples of these fire off, because we adopt a rules-based approach. I love the RSI. Higher lows and higher highs. So the technicals are looking good here. Raindrop charts, we saw a lot of volume into the close. We closed at the highs of the day on Friday, and we broke out. We also have going for us seasonality. April up 78% of the times. So Boyle looking good. We're going to leave off with Facebook. Now Facebook, what it did last week is that it broke out. This is a monthly chart, so we have a monthly breakout as well, but the month is not over yet. And this is another seasonality trade. Weekly chart, we'll go to seasonality in a moment. Weekly chart, we broke out on a weekly time frame above 278.21. I want to create an alert. I want to see a pullback and a retest, because we're not going to chase it, especially in this market environment. I also want to know if we break through it as well. So there we go. So our alert is set. RSI, very positive. It broke out. It's validating the breakout on price. Now, I mentioned earlier that this is a seasonality trade. Let's bring it up. This goes back 9 years. February is a horrible month. It improved slightly in March. But then April through August are very, very strong months seasonally for Facebook. On average, I would say around 71, 72% up over the next several months, April through August. That's pretty positive stuff. This is powerful information. So it's not just the technicals. It's the seasonality as well. Daily chart. Yeah, so it's gotten away. I need to see a pullback and a retest. I'm going to set up another alert here at this volume shelf because it acted as resistance a couple of times at 285.25. Just in case we get a pullback, which I think we will. And our alert is set. Very, very good raindrop chart on Friday. Big fat pregnant belly and green. That means that there was buying into the close. So Facebook, bullish. And in closing, folks, remember tomorrow night, Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, we're going live as we do every Sunday night. Sunday Night Futures Live. We'll talk about the opening price action of the futures, the news that's set to move the market, economic data coming out this coming trading week, and then we'll open it up to stock chart requests. I must take members' requests first, and if we have time left in the session, I go to the audience and take their requests too. And usually we have time to take several. Don't forget to sign up for my free 5-part video tutorial on my favorite candlestick patterns. Also, take advantage of TrendSpider. Automate your grunt work. Speed up your technical analysis. They have a 7-day free trial offer. It's free to our silver and gold level memberships. Folks, enjoy the remainder of your weekend. Have a really pleasant day and a pleasant Sunday. And have a very profitable week. I hope to talk to you tomorrow night. Be well.